Have you ever had a situation where you set a task and were fully confident waiting for a result, but in reality you get something different from what you asked for and not when you needed it? Or your boss came to you, set a task, you completed it, but it turns out that it's not what he meant at all.
No! No!
Or maybe you've racked your brain trying to set up the right product goal, but nothing seems to work. Don't worry. As usual, while the coffee is brewing, I'll tell you about a novel but incredibly effective framework that will significantly improve the quality of the tasks and goals you set, as well as those set for you. That means it will also impact the success of their completion. Today, we will talk about a powerful goal-setting tool called S.M.A.R.T and learn how to master it with the help of AI Simulator. So what is S.M.A.R.T? S.M.A.R.T is a framework for setting goals and tasks that helps make them more clear and more achievable. S.M.A.R.T stands for specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, time-bound. It is often used in three cases: when you set a goal or task for yourself, when you set a task for someone else, and when a task is set for you. The first letter S stands for specific. Your goal should be clearly defined and specific. For example, instead of saying, "I want to improve our product," it's better to say, "I want to add a new data analysis feature to our product." This way, you have not just a dream, but a plan of action. Dreaming of revolutionary product is good, but without specifics, you can end up in endless meetings and discussions. The next letter M stands for measurable. You should be able to measure the progress and achievement of your goal. For example, instead of saying, "I want to improve the user experience," say, "I want to increase our product's NPS by 10 points in the next 6 months." It's like a fitness tracker. You know how many steps you need to take to reach your daily goal. And because you can measure it, it's easy to evaluate whether you've met your daily goal or not. The letter A stands for achievable. Your goal should be realistic and achievable considering your resources and capabilities. For example, instead of saying, "I want to increase our market share to 90% in a month," say, "I want to increase our market share by 5% in 6 months." Remember, even the most successful companies didn't achieve success overnight. The letter R stands for relevant, meaning your goal should be meaningful and align your values and long-term plans. For example, instead of saying, "I want to learn all possible development methodologies," say, "I want to implement an agile approach in our team to improve development and product release processes." Don't waste time learning every technology if it doesn't benefit your product. Make your goals relevant to current tasks and trends. Finally, the letter T stands for time-bound. Your goal should have a specific deadline. For example, instead of saying, "I want to improve customer interaction," say, "I want to implement a new CRM system within the next 3 months." Time is money, especially in IT. Let's look at examples with and without using S.M.A.R.T. Suppose a product manager sets a task for an analyst to extract data. We need to get data from the system for sales analysis. Do it as soon as possible. It's not clear what data needs to be extracted. And how do I know if I extracted it or not? It's also unclear if the task can be completed with the available resources, and how this is related to the current business goal. When does this need to be done? What do you think the analyst's understanding and mood will be, and what result will he return with? Now, let's look at it using the S.M.A.R.T system. We need to extract sales data for the last 3 months from our CRM system for trend analysis. It could be extracted into one file in XLX format and sent to me by email. Please complete this task within the next 3 days so we can present the results at the next strategy meeting. It is clearly specified what data needs to be extracted, sales data for the last 3 months. And I understand that success is measured by completion the data extraction and sending it by email. The task looks more than realistic, considering the time and resources. And also, I understand that the task is important for trending analysis and preparation for a strategy meeting, and it's not just a random data extraction. And a deadline. Deadline is set. 3 days. I know when this is expected of me. Do you feel the difference? If you ever doubt whether to use SMART, now it is clear that using SMART system not only improves the quality of completed tasks, but also increases the motivation of person assigned to it. And that's because there is a golden rule. 50% of success in completing tasks depends on how it is set. By the way, if a task is assigned to you, just make sure you gather all the information according to this framework by asking guiding questions. There is no need to tell your boss, "This task isn't smart, go redo it." He's unlikely to appreciate that. And write down in the comments if your boss sets goals according to SMART. Oh, and the coffee is ready. Before we finish, I want to show you an AI simulator that will help you to hone your skills in setting SMART tasks. We go to the website striveandachieve.com and register. After that, we select Simulators. Over here, we choose SMART. And this is our simulator. I will now click on the green button, dictate my task using SMART, and the AI simulator will give me a recommendation on how correctly I use this framework. So, let's go. We need to extract sales data for the last 3 months from our CRM system for trend analysis. It should be extracted into one file in XLS format and sent to me by email. Please complete this task within the next 3 days so we can present the results at the next strategy meeting. As you can see, the AI simulator analyzed the task according to each criteria and gave an evaluation and recommendation. Let's see what he said about, time-bound. The goal is time-bound as it specifies a clear deadline, 3 days. I knew I was good. A few more training sessions with this tool and I will be a smart guru. So, now you know what SMART is and how to use this framework for setting goals and tasks. By following this method, you can achieve your goals without unnecessary stress and chaos. That's all from me for now. See you in the next videos.